Hey, how you doing, Pisces? I'm Walker, coming to you from New Mexico, middle of nowhere. Hope you're all doing all right. I'm getting the feeling that this one is going to be, it's a love reading, yes, but there's some communication issues, I think. Or someone that you've been talking to seems to feel emotionally distant, or they've backed away, or they're not returning your phone calls, something like that. So it's, what are they thinking? What's going on there? With all due respect to them and their privacy, of course. Hmm. Well, they are thinking about ending this relationship. They haven't decided yet, but they they're thinking that it's probably best that they walk away. Not that they don't love you, they do love you, but they feel like it's just best for the both of you if they walk away right now. Why is that? Let me get some insight here. They don't want it to end. Why? This is more like what they're supposed to do. Like what their father wants them to do, what society wants them to do, like their duty. They feel like it's their duty to walk away from you, but they don't want to, so they haven't yet, and they haven't said anything about it because they don't want to. You know, they don't want to walk away from you. They want to walk towards you, but what is it about the family? The what is it about that makes them feel like they have to do that? Um, this is going to be for someone who never met their family. And this is going to be kind of hard to tell you, but they didn't really tell their family that they were dating you and that they had fallen in love. They didn't tell anybody. They didn't tell their family, they didn't tell their friends. But they love you. They accidentally fell in love, and you make them really, really happy. Like for the first time in their life, they were really satisfied and happy. And they felt like they couldn't tell anybody. Why is that? So, this might be a harsh truth for you. The thing that they didn't want you to know is that they kind of had to keep their love for you a secret, and they couldn't tell anybody, and they feel like they still can't tell anybody. Protection from what? um Maybe, I don't know, this might be a case where you haven't met any of their friends or their family, and they're trying to protect you from them. Uh, some pretty manipulative people around them, some pretty manipulative girls, maybe, in their family, like vicious gossips, I want to say, like vicious gossips, or just hmm, it's like anyone that tries to come into the family they see as a gold digger or not good enough. So maybe it's, oh, so this person, oh my God, they might come from a family where they have a prearranged marriage, where it's just part of the culture, you know? And they couldn't tell their family they were dating you because you're not part of the same culture, and it might be forbidden for them to maybe even talk to someone like you. Yeah. A smart woman, an independent woman, an educated woman, or man. And this could go, maybe reverse it if they come from like a family of like vicious feminists or something, you know, if you wanted to switch that around. Or it's that they don't like educated women and women need to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen or something. Or just a kept woman that doesn't do their own thing. And you're not that way, or you're a boss, or you're just really brilliant, like you're actually brilliant, like you're actually a genius or something. Huh. So there's something about that that's taboo, something about you that they're not allowed to fall in love with you. That's what I'm getting. They were not allowed like they are not allowed to fall in love with you. And they didn't tell you. Why didn't they tell you? They just wanted something nice for once. They wanted something. Maybe they come from a well-known family or an overbearing kind of legacy where the reputation kind of precedes them. Maybe they didn't really tell you who their family was. Maybe they didn't tell the whole story because it was to protect you, or they just, no, I'm just seeing that they wanted something nice. They wanted something that their family couldn't ruin, where it had nothing to do with where they came from and what everybody else wanted for them. But why didn't they tell you that? I don't I don't know. Why didn't they explain everything to you before they started distancing themselves? Because they were afraid that if they said something that you would be like, "Okay, well, I'm gone now. What am I waiting around for? Why are we talking if you're just gonna go marry someone else?" Because when you first met, it wasn't like, "Oh, I'm never going to do what my family says ever again." There was the part of them that is like, "I have to do this. This is what I'm supposed to do." Um, and then there was the other part that was their heart that was saying, "No, this one. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one that makes you happy. This is the one you wanna be with. This is the one you wanna spend forever with." Swords, the full 9 of the, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Should you bring it up? Should you bring it up? Like, let's just cut to the case. The case, the chase. What's this? Oh, work, 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 work. All of a sudden, they're going to be about work, 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 work. I can't talk. So if you say, "Hey, why are you being so distant?" They're not going to say it's because I haven't made up my mind about whether or not I'm like leaving everything I know for what I feel in my heart. Because maybe right now they feel like they can't do that. And in their head right now, they've decided to walk away, but it feels really, really bad. Like it feels really, really bad. But they're like, "This is what I have to do." And the idea of starting new with someone else where it's the right thing, logically, maybe even monetarily, it's the right thing where they'll be able to have everything they've wanted as far as money goes and their independence, even though it's a prearranged marriage or something. But that is bringing them misery and sadness and nightmares. And so they're just trying to work right now. Like they sorry, I wanted to cry. They want to cry. So they're just keeping themselves really, really busy. They are not cheating on you. If you're like, are they cheating on me? No, they're not cheating on you. And they feel nothing for whoever they're supposed to marry. Have they already been like, have they met this person that they're supposed to marry instead? Or is it just like something that they know is going to have to happen in the future? So they're, yeah. Oh, God. Man. Yeah. All the work in the world can't distract them from the fact that this person that's supposed to be coming in for them just brings them misery and sadness. They could not be less interested. This person could not be less interesting. They couldn't. Look at her. Look at Rose. A sad rose is not good. We want happy roses, because Rose, I would say Rose is probably like a Pisces or something, in the Golden Girls. She must be, or a Cancer or something, but um there's no fake in it. And you wear your heart on your sleeve. And they wear their heart on their sleeve too, and they don't want you to see them cry, because you're going to say, what's the matter? And what are they going to say? What are they going to say? Like, maybe they already knew that this was expected of them, but it wasn't real until just recently. Like, it wasn't really real until they had to like meet the person. So they haven't met the person that they're supposed to marry. What do they... Oh my God. This is a really hard... I mean, what happens if they walk away from the family towards you? Best case scenario, worst case scenario here. Oh God. They feel like they're protecting you from their family. It's like, why don't they just... Their family will never leave them alone. Like, they won't let them walk away. I don't even think that's an option. Best case scenario, worst case scenario. The devil, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune. They're going to lose everything. They will have no support. They'll have no money. They'll be like excommunicated is what I'm like, excommunicated. You don't have any idea how much this person has on their shoulders with the expectations and their pressure. Like, this person is just being pressurized. They feel like they're being squashed by the world right now. They want to tell you. They've always wanted to tell you, and they never wanted to have to keep you out of their life. But again, it can't be that they bring you into this life. Like, if you're like, why don't you just say, no, this is what I'm choosing. I want to marry this person, and that's the end of it. That's not an option here. Like, you'll wake... I'm feeling like they come from a family where like their own mama would poison their cup if they didn't do what she said. Or like you would wake up one day to find their daddy trying to crawl into bed with you or something. Ooh, that's very specific. They come from a bunch of snakes. Why would they want to... between their... Oh my God. They have a bunch of just wicked women in their family. So we're talking about Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius. Oh my God. Gemini, evil Gemini. Oh my God. They will ruin you behind your back. They'll smile to your face and stab you in the back in the shadow aspect. You would never see it coming. It's like they feel like you're too good and you're too pure for that world. But if they walk away, they'll get ruined too. They'll get but it's like they don't care about being excommunicated necessarily from the church. It's just that it might be one of those cutthroat things like Scientology. with the dirty tricks department that all of a sudden wants to show up and ruin your life, ruin your career, and stalk you for the rest of your life. And maybe you disappear and no one ever sees you again. Like, I'm getting that kind of vibe from this. It's diabolical. So bringing you into that family is not an option for them. See, this is not an easy thing. This is a difficult thing. But there's always a choice. If this is life and this is real love, there's always a choice. What do you do? Like, what can you do? What can Pisces do about this? You have a good head on your shoulders. You have really good karma coming to you. You have success. You have recognition. And I even think that you can rest on your laurels a little bit right now with knowing that this person hasn't made up their mind yet. So don't be completely defensive. What I would say is maybe have a conversation, but not in, okay. So, well, you give them the option. So I would say you, in your Pisces strength, with your Pisces power and the compassion that you can show, you can just ask them. Say, I really love you. I can see a future together with you. And I can see that something's holding you back. You don't even really need to get into the whole family situation. I would say, it's either this or that. But I don't know if maybe ultimatum's a great idea. I would say have a conversation, sit down, when they're fed, when they're comfortable, not when they're in the middle of pretending like they're working so hard that they can't pay attention to you. It's when it's a nice day, when they can get outside, when it's just the two of you and they know they're not being watched or monitored, you can just ask them. Can you see it working for us in the long term? Can you see us working out in the long term? You can just ask them that. And at that point, well, it's either the end of the relationship or it's they choose love. They choose love or they choose to end the relationship. But it's not fair for you to keep kind of spinning plates with what's going on in their heart. Because I feel like you already know that they love you. They already know they love you. But have they made up their mind about what they're going to do yet? No, I don't think they have. Or they would have done it already. But I think shit just got real with this situation with their family, and they're trying to protect you from that. What they want is you. What they want is to marry you. They want to run away. Like they wish that they came from a different situation, but they don't. But they love you. They're not cheating on you. They don't care about who they're supposed to marry. They're not attracted to them. They're not interested in them. They're not you. So what do they love about you? What is it that keeps this person from just making that phone call to you and saying, I have to go. I'm sorry. I love you, but I have obligations. They don't want you to go. They don't want you to go. They know that you deserve stability. You deserve an answer. You're not anyone's side piece. You will never be okay with them being married to someone else and then kind of coming over to see you on the side. That's not okay for you. So you need to establish that if you have a chance to have this conversation this week. Let them know that. But they already know that. Why would you have to say that? The Chariot. It's just like you're in control here. Just keep that in mind. You're in control here, so be kind. Share how you feel about them. Don't demand answers. Just like I said, say, I love you. I love being with you. I have a lot of hopes and dreams for coming together and getting married, or even just being together. Do you see it working out for us in the long run? Yes, they do love you. They don't feel like they have a choice. They're really between a rock and a hard place. So if you get a chance, be kind, be compassionate, but do ask straight out, do you see a future with me? Okay, Pisces, you can do this. This is a difficult situation, so go easy on them, okay? All right, love you guys. Bye-bye.